No, leave it. Thank you. Hey, Ruby. Come here. Sit. Can you sit? Okay. Hey, everybody. I'm Nancy Scott with Masterpiece Quilting, and welcome to our Facebook Live today. We're going to take just a few seconds here to let the live feed get going. As always, I have my studio audience. The pooches are here. Two of them are downstairs with me. One, I think, is upstairs. Miss Ruby is going to get herself in as part of the show, so just keep watching. She keeps wandering through. Are we up live? Aubrey's over here watching the other computer for me. If you want to, go ahead and just pop in a quick hello in the comments and tell me where you're coming from today, where you live. Okay, I'm getting the head nod that we are live. Again, I'm Nancy Scott with Masterpiece Quilting, and I just want to pop in live. We did a couple of Facebook Lives in the last few weeks that turned out really, really successful. And they're just a great way for me to show off some quilts, let you see what I'm working on, and that way it gives you something to do if you're in a state where you're spending a lot of additional time at home right now. So I want to keep all these really short and quick to about 15 minutes. I know you guys have other things to do with your time, and I don't want to just ramble on and on and on. So I want to start out with the quilt that is hanging here behind me. This is called Strippin' Hexies. Hey, we always have to have some stripping quilts happening. It is in the Time Saving Quilts with 2.5-inch strips book that was published recently by Annie's Quilting. And all of the quilts that I'm showing you today are designs that I've done and have been published by Annie's. So that kind of gives us a theme that we're working with today. This book focuses specifically on quilts that are made with 2.5-inch strips. And as you can see here, very, very scrappy. This is a big quilt. Definitely goes on full size, almost queen size bed. And I pulled all the fabrics from my stash, and we're basically working with a lot of white and then some mediums and darks to give us a play in all of these hexies. And we've got hexies of different different colorways all pieced together. Center section has light colors together. Outer sections are more random in their placement. That's the Strippin' Hexies quilt. If you're looking for a stash buster right now, as you're working through on your stash, this is an absolutely perfect quilt to work with for stash busting. And moving over this way, the next quilt that I've got here on the ladder is Twist and Turn. This one is made with Island Batik fabrics, or excuse me, Twisted Fences, and it is in the Twist and Turn book. Got too many twists happening right there. Twist and Turn block quilts, and these book features different quilts that have a variety of arrangements where you're making one block and then you can turn and twist it different directions. So as I mentioned, this one is with Island Batik fabrics, and it is a 2-block quilt where we're working with placement in different areas to give us all sorts of secondary patterns in this quilt. Let's see. Next up is Beautiful Bouquets. And this was on the, let me grab the magazine real quick. This one was cover of the Spring 2020 Quilters World magazine. So it's the quilt that's right here by my thumb. It's another big quilt. And in Indiana, we are just now hitting spring. We've just got flowers blooming for the first time. I know a lot of you have had flowers happening for quite a while. But this is Blooming Bouquets. It's another scrappy quilt. So you can go through your stash, pull out what you needed, opt for some fabrics that have kind of a floral color to them, something you would find in nature, pair it with some green. It does have a little bit of paper piecing. And I know that this happens, I hope it happens in your life too, but as soon as you get out a quilt and you plop it down on the floor, you've got pooches heading your direction. There we go. as I've got the dogs. When Ruby's sitting over here, I thought she was going to sit on this quilt, but we do have a little bit of paper piecing in this particular pattern right here in the stems and for the leaves. And that's what gives us that really sharp look. If you hear some collars jingling, the girls are getting some treats over here. Everybody loves treats. Next up, I've got Midnight Star, and it is the quilt. Oops. Go like this here before we have a falling quilt. The quilt that I've got right here on the rack. This is an exclusively Annie's pattern, where instead of being in a book, the exclusively Annie's quilts are just individual designs. They're available as immediate downloads, as PDF downloads. This is one that I designed. It actually came out late last fall. A little bit more of a winter theme to it, but that's okay. You could actually change up the colors and come up with a really, really beautiful quilt. Now, the tip on getting these really defined stars right here is paper piecing. So we've got a mix of paper piecing along with patchwork piecing in this quilt. And I'm going to go ahead and bring it out so that you can see the whole quilt a little bit better. Just really, really, really stunning. This is one of my favorite designs. I love the way that the colors just pop with the blues and the grays. Let me plop it up here. In the beginning of the comments, obviously you guys are commenting away, and always ask any questions that you want. I'll pop back in and answer them as I can. But in the comments, Aubrey went ahead and posted the links to where all of these patterns are found, and also the particular fabrics. If it was a specific fabric line that I used in making the quilt, she's got that posted in the comments to make it easy for everybody to find that information. Let's see, up next is Star Night. Now you guys are going to notice that I like star quilts a lot. We had Midnight Star, now we have Star Night. More of a throw size quilt. This one again has that winter theme to it. Just gonna plop it up here. We've got a variety of different stars. I am using from Timeless Treasures. The fabric collection in this one is called Solid-ish. A little bit play of words there, Solid-ish. It's by Kimberly Emo, and it's just an amazing blender collection. Just so natural. Not a solid, but kind of solid-ish, therefore you get the name. But anyway, fabrics are from Timeless Treasures, and just some beautiful stars scattering across this one. This, you wouldn't have to necessarily work with the same color palette that I did. This could be really cute, just pulling fabrics from your stash. Use the same pattern, but where I've got lights, mediums, and dark blues, just substitute in your favorite color, whether you want to go with purples, whether you want to go with green, brown, whatever. But you could just change out the colors, still use your lights, mediums, darks, or you could go totally scrappy with this one and put a lot of different colors in here and use it as a stash quilt. And up next, right behind me, I'm going to scoot a little bit off to the side. We've got a smaller quilt called Royal Star. Hey, I said I was into that star thing, where all the quilts have star names. Royal Star, again, is another exclusively Annie's pattern. And I am always excited to be part of the exclusively Annie's design team. This one is a wall hanging. Could be used as a topper if you want, depending on the size of your table. It is made with Island Boutique fabrics, and it is the Ancient Etchings collection that is hitting quilt shops right now, or is available in quilt shops. I know we've got a little bit of a challenge because right now not all quilt shops are open, which makes it a little hard for some of us to find fabric. So that's why I wanted to give you some stash options. Annie's is open. You can purchase and download directly from them. They're open, shipping, sending books, sending magazines, all that kind of stuff. The Ancient Etchings collection for Island Boutique is designed by Jackie Kunkel of Canton Village Quilt Works. It's a mouthful there for Jackie's company name, but she does have the collection in her page, or in her store. So if you get onto one of her pages, you can follow the links, but it's Jackie Kunkel, and it's an Island Boutique collection. You can order directly from her as the fabric designer, or if you're online and checking in with your quilt shop, I know a lot of them have transitioned to online sales right now. They may have this collection, but it was starting to arrive in stores about a month or so ago and is available. I just love, 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 love these oranges, just the freshness of that green paired with the purple. You guys know that I love purple, even though I don't have, well, I got a little purple happening back here, but I love purple, but I really love the shade of purple with the orange and the green here, pulling that together into that topper. So that is the Royal Star quilt that is part of exclusively Annie's. And I think that is everything that I had to share with you guys today. So we had 6 quilts that I wanted to talk about, just kind of keeping this short and sweet. I'm surprised we haven't had a pooch in here with me, but we had Stripping Hexies, which was the great big quilt, very scrappy. I've got Twisted Fences that is in the Twist and Turn book that uses Island Boutique fabrics, 2-block quilt, really, really simple, really easy to make. So, and you could pull stash fabrics if you need to for that one. We had our beautiful Bouquets that was on the cover of the spring issue of Quilters World magazine. We've got Midnight Star with a little bit of paper piecing in it and some dark blue. And then we've got Star Night. Yeah, if y'all just saw a little bit of a jiggle in the video there, that was Ruby. That was the puppy playing with the tripod. It's real life here, folks. That's just the best we get. I think we've all been home a little too long with each other. This is Starry Night with the Timeless Treasures collection with Kimberly Emo, the Solidish fabrics. And finally, we have Royal Star with the Island Boutique collection from Jackie Kunkel, Ancient Etchings. Hey, I'm going to call it a day here. Thank you for being a part of my Facebook Live this afternoon. Again, I'm Nancy Scott with Masterpiece Quilting. Keep watching and following my Masterpiece Quilting Facebook page. I'm hoping to pop on at least once a week, maybe twice a week, and just share with you some of the new quilts that I've been working on, new designs that I've published as I'm releasing them, kind of giving you a virtual trunk show to break up your day. And as always, please share this video with all your friends who you think you would enjoy seeing this too. Again, I'm Nancy Scott, Masterpiece Quilting. Bye for now.